All right, hi everyone. Sorry if that took a second. I had to restart. But if you are new here, hi, welcome. I'm the Vidgamechx, and tonight I'm going to be doing a paranormal Q A. And this one is going to be kind of special because I'm going to explain a lot more than I usually do in this one, and why my opinion on any of this makes sense. If you are noticing, I am drinking chicken broth with garlic and a touch of cayenne pepper because I turned up a little bit too much on Father's Day, and I was hollering in the game of Mario Party with my kids, and my voice is suffering because of it. So if I'm a lot lower than I normally am, that's why. If you hear shooting and stuff in the background, somebody's playing Call of Duty, mind your business. They're killing shit. And getting killed, they said. Alright. Anyway, starting over what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my computer. I've been getting dreams hyped up lately, and my dreams have been more vivid. They've been more detailed, more colors, more activity, more just everything. And it's gotten to the point where I'm paying attention to like certain details a lot more, and I've been writing them down in my journal. This one's filling up quite fast. Ooh, that stuff is life. And yeah, it's getting there. It is getting, well, that's the end of it, but yeah, it's definitely getting there. So I have about this much left before I need to get a new one. But it takes me about 2 to 3 pages to write down one dream. And then my handwriting is so like stretched out anyway. So I would write a manuscript, but cursive is easier. I'm a part of that generation that learned cursive, and that's all I write in is cursive. Anyways, I did not write down this one dream, but I did dream about being on a school bus. Is the phone over there? A phone? Yeah, I dreamed about being on a not a school bus, but like a city bus. And I was so worried about if I would have the money for the fare to get on, right? And I'm looking in my hands at these coins, and I guess the bus driver tells me like $1.75. Not much, right? my throat is so scratchy. But when I looked up what a bus meant in dreams, it means that I actually had it written down somewhere. I don't remember where I put it, so I'm just gonna look it up again on my phone. I think it meant like I'm going on a journey and something is gonna change with me soon. And I believe it because I feel different. And when I say I feel different, it basically means it feels like the universe vibrates when something is about to happen. And I don't know how to explain it other than if you're walking and you just stop and just listen to your surroundings, you feel like slight vibrations of the wind, of sounds, air, all that type of stuff. You know, real deep stuff. So I've been paying attention. And my last dream I had, I actually dreamed about where I live. They had a mall called Metro Center. And this Metro Center mall was like big and popping back in the 90s, early 2000s. And it had so many cool stores. And one of the stores was one of the stores was actually, I don't remember the name of the store, but I know they had like prom dresses, elegant dresses, big churchy dresses, stuff like that. And there was a little small lady that worked there. And I know this was the right store because right next to it was a Babbage's. And back in the day, before GameStop was popping, there was Babbage's. So it was right next to the Babbage's. But this dream, I was dancing. I had on a regular dress and some little flat shoes. And the area is kind of like where the big department store is. And you always got that one little store right next to it. I think it was like a JCPenney or something at the time. But the area right in front where the benches usually are, I had all that space to dance. And I'm dancing, and it's so freeing. I'm so happy while I'm doing this. And you couldn't tell me anything. I was moving. I don't know what I was dancing to. Oh, it says I was dancing to How Will I Know by Whitney Houston. And then in the dream, I saw two women staring at me. They looked like me, just two regular women. They were out there and they were looking at me. And, you know, I'm not really caring if they're roasting me or not, because, I mean, it'll happen if you're just doing things. But, it'll happen if you're just doing things, but they were looking at me. And so as they were looking at me, I kept going. And I guess I had like a little tip bucket, and they walk up to the tip bucket and put in $1. And I'm so excited, and I'm twirling around, and they seem to like laugh and then walk off. And so I twirl over to the bucket to look at my $1, because I earned $1 doing all of this flailing. And I'm so happy about it. And I look in the bucket, and it's not $1. It's actually $100. And it's one of the old small face Benjamins. That's also from the 90s. Not the big face that we have now, but one of the older face Benjamins. And my husband was like, these babies don't know what that is. But I don't have one on me. But if I did, I'd show you guys. If you want to send me one, that'd be cool too. All right. And so I'm shocked that there's a $100 bill in my bucket. And, you know, somebody cared enough to like give me that. So I was excited. And then a crowd of like boys, guys, people, they came up, and they're around my bucket too. And I don't know if I'm still supposed to dance. And I keep dancing. And one of the little boys, he gives me like a keychain. It's about this big. I do remember it was about that big. And it was like Lego pieces put together, but it was flat. And I remember holding it, not wanting it to come apart. And they were throwing Legos in my bucket. And I'm thinking, they're going to take my $1. And so I pick my bucket up and I skip off. And as I'm looking at all the Legos, they're all green. And when I pick them up, it turns into like jewels, like diamonds or something. I don't know what type of jewels. They're fancy. I don't really care for them, but they're fancy. And I get home and I'm so excited to show my kids, my husband, my $1 bill that I had. And my son goes to look at my bag for my bill, and he's digging through. He can't find it. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I lost it. And so I dig through to help him find it. And I show it to him. And he's like, oh, there it is. And I'm happy. And let's see. That was pretty much it. It was, stuff like that happens in my dreams, right? Okay, so another dream I had kind of brings me to my Q&A now, which is basically the Paranormal Q A. And the first question I have is, are you a medium? And I was like, a medium? It doesn't feel like the correct term per se. So hold on. Alright, sorry about that. I don't want to see that. So what I did, I looked up what a medium is. And of course, medium depends on the subject because there's quite a few definitions for it. There's a game under my foot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I freaking love you, Menace. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Let me give you a shout out while I'm here. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out whenever he streams again. Oh my gosh, he's also on YouTube, so he does make really, really funny videos of collaborations of funny moments from other channels. I ain't no medium. My uncle says I'm a large. All right. So yeah, my first stream playthrough kind of got derailed, so I had to start over. So I don't know if people know that I had to start over, but okay. All right, so I basically looked up what is a medium, right? And it says a medium, Google says a medium is said to have psychic abilities, but not all psychics function as mediums. The term clairvoyance, for instance, may include seeing the spirit and visions instilled by the spirit world. Parapsychological Association defines clairvoyance as information derived directly from an external physical source, right? So I was like, okay, maybe I'm not a medium, because my situation, I'll tell you what goes on with me. I have very vivid dreams. They become so like 3D to me, I have to write them down. First thing I do when I wake up, I have a pen and my dream journal right next to my bed at all times, right? And I have to write it down, and it takes me 2 to 3 pages to do so. And once I do that, then I go on about my day. Now, there have been times in my life where the dream actually happens in real life. For example, my husband. I actually dreamed of him before I met him. However, I did not see his face. I dreamed I was getting married. I had on this big old poofy white wedding dress and these really cool high top sneakers. and I was walking down the aisle, and he was standing at the end, but I couldn't see his face, and I was so excited. Right? A few days later, I meet this dude, and I'm like, don't I know you from somewhere? And, he's cool. He's like, nah. And I'm scratching my head. I'm like, there is no way possible. I know you from somewhere. Have you been to, like, Bops or something? Which is like an ice cream shop. I'm just naming places, right? And he's like, nah. And I'm like, he is killing my game right now. So, of course, I think I asked for his number or something. I don't know. But my pickup game was real lame, right? But it had to be so lame. It was just funny, right? So I really feel like I dreamed of him before I met him. Okay, so I have a friend that I do ask for, advice from time to time. And so I asked her, has she ever heard of a Claire? And she sent me a link. Now, before I get to the link, another thing that I go through, let's say I go to Walmart, right? And I walk past people. Some people, as soon as I pass them, I'll hear like stop, 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 stop in my ear. Sometimes it's real distinct voice, message, something of that type. Sometimes I'll feel something from them, like happiness or sadness or distraught or just despair or something like that. And sometimes I can just feel if somebody is sick or getting sick around me. And just yesterday, I was in the dollar store, and there was a guy that walked past us. And, he was just a regular guy. He had on like a book bag. And as soon as he passed me, I heard the words, "Tell him to dance." Now, it took everything in me to stop, not stop him and ask him if he's a dancer. I remember turning around and looking at him. And my husband's looking at me like, well, what are you doing? I'm looking at this man, and I know I'm supposed to say this to him. I'm supposed to say this. But something, I pull myself away. But I have a feeling if I would have asked him if he was a dancer or knows some female that, hey, Chris, welcome. Or if he knows some woman that wants him to dance, I'm pretty sure that message probably would have meant a lot to him. But I restrained myself. I'm going to stop doing that and just see where it takes me. But at the same time, I want to know where this goes, right? Let's see. Let's do this. Oh my God. That wasn't supposed to get me too. Okay, that was loud. But yeah, check out his channel. He did a really good stream today of that game called The Back Room, where it's like a horrible hallway and that you keep going through, and it's got like horribly scary wallpaper and carpet. It was a horror game in many different senses of the word. But yeah, shout out to everybody. If you're just joining, I'm talking about, I guess, what is a medium and what I experience on a day-to-day basis. Now, when I pass people, I do get messages. If I pass a lot of people, it literally sounds like a radio changing stations. And so I asked one of my friends, hey, have you ever heard of a Claire? And she sent me a link. Let me see if I can find it. And it just... oh, Lord. She sent me a voice message, too. And it was basically shuffling in her pocket. But I love that. It was funny. I don't think she meant to send that, but... all right. It says the 5 clair senses. And the 5 clair senses are basically clairvoyance, clairaudience. I'm scrolling. Clairsentience, clairalience, and where's the last one? Clairgustance. Now, I'm not going to read all of this to you guys, but I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of which one, what each one is, right? Clairgustance is basically the psychic ability of taste. And that means you get a sensation in your mouth of a taste of something. It could be a foul taste, a sweet taste, a savory taste, out of nowhere. And they are able to get messages from it. Now, I never heard of that. I have no experience with it. I have no comment on it, right? So, okay, the next one is clairalience, or clairolfaction, which is the same thing as clairgustance, but in smell. And these are people that literally can walk in a room and all of a sudden they smell smoke, or they smell flowers or something rotting, and then they can pick up what's happening, or a spirit or something or other that's in the room, right? That's not me. I've picked up a smell maybe a handful of times, and each time I've known exactly who that person was. And it was definitely a passed on family member. Just a little nod to know that, they are still around and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. It's chicken broth, you guys. Chicken broth, garlic, and cayenne pepper. So if you see me wincing, that's why. Okay. Clairsentience. It's basically when they just have a gut feeling about something, I believe. And those are people that take off running first when they know something's about to pop off. I don't have that. Shout out to the people that do. Y'all are lifesavers. But like I said, I don't have I don't have any experience with that. Now, the one I do have experience with, clairvoyance, which translates to clear seeing. Now, clairvoyance for me is not very strong. And clairvoyance is, oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on, I gotta turn this music up just a little bit. Alright, it translates to clear seeing in French. And it's often described as third eye in various cultures. You hear about clairvoyances the most, but let's see. I think the reason why I experience clairvoyance sometimes is when I pass by somebody and I get the message itself. I don't think that's a good way to explain it. Let me explain clairaudience, and then it might make more sense. Okay, clairaudience. Super late. Never. Hey, Reese. I'm explaining the 5 clairvoyants. Well, the 5 clairs. And the one that I seem to experience the most, dun, 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 is clairaudience. And clairaudience is just what I explained. I hear the messages of people and things that are not physically seen, right? And it says, clairaudience is the ability to receive sounds and messages inaudible to the wider world. For the most part, somebody asked me, what does the voice sound like? It doesn't register as male or female. I guess it's probably my own voice. Sometimes it's distinctly male, sometimes it's distinctly female, but it just sounds like a plain voice to me, right? And someone also asked me, well, are you schizophrenic? And I'm like, not to my knowledge. Now, there is a difference between clairs and people with schizophrenia. And the main difference is the reaction to the ability. Now, I don't know any schizophrenic people. I am not a medical or psychological anything. So take this with a grain of salt. I can discern the difference between the voices and not overreact or anything like that. Maybe schizophrenics, they can't differentiate. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not familiar with anyone that's schizophrenic. I can't really speak on them, but I don't have any mental disabilities in my family, on my mom's side, on my dad's side, to my knowledge. I've never had to be hospitalized for any mental issues or anything like that. All right. It also says, it's a lot of you know how sometimes you'll read an article and they just give you a lot of information that doesn't mean anything. All right, it says, only during highly significant occasions, such as during a near-death experience or when desperately needing comfort from a departed loved one, does this particular clair sense kick into action. This is what sets them apart from day-to-day internal noise and help us differentiate as a profound message that needs to be acknowledged. What that basically means is my clairaudience kicks in if I pass by somebody that's really, really sad or really, really happy. I can feel their energy and vibration, right? And so depending on that vibration is when the audience or the messages come to me. A good example is I wear a book bag that advertises my my logo, this little thing right here, and I give these out to people when they pass by me, if they see me in public, right? And when these people approach, I feel their energy, right? And this one lady, she was an older lady. She was so adorable. She was like, "Hey, I love your bag." And I was like, "Thanks." And I gave her one of my stickers. And when I tell you, it felt like somebody opened all the windows of the world and it was nothing but sunlight. And I was like, woof. Her energy was so bright. I didn't get any messages, but I could tell she was a beautiful person inside and out. And it it was nice. And I think I was in a checkout line at some counter. I probably gave you guys this story before, but I looked over at my husband and I was like, man, she is amazing. And she was with her husband or something, and we said our hellos and goodbyes, and she walked off, and I was like, I don't know what's she so happy about, but it needs to be more people in the world like her. And of course, the lady at the register, she gonna be like, what about my energy? And I'm like, oh my God, please no. But when I turned and I looked at the lady walking away, I noticed I think she had maybe cerebral palsy or something. And I'm thinking to myself, if that just isn't the most beautiful thing, people that have like disabilities and stuff, their outlook on life is way different than other people. So I understood how she could be so happy, and it made me feel good. And I don't know who this woman was, but y'all, when I tell you, sometimes don't let me get emotional on this internet. Beyonce is not gonna like this. But yeah, she was a beautiful person. Don't talk about my baby fan either. Okay. Now, does the opposite happen for me? Yes. I've been approached by people that come to say hello and inquire about my bag, or, just me in general. And I can tell they are broken. And it hurts because I cannot help. But if I can, tell them, hey, oh my gosh, oh God. Not me crying on the internet, y'all. Oh gosh. If I could just cheer them up or something, that would make me feel better. Oh, gosh, hold on. Let me collect myself, y'all. Oh, hi Ian Theorist. All right. Yeah, so me putting a name to my ability. Give me that digital hug. What bag? Oh, let me go get my bag so I can show you guys. Hold on one second. All right, y'all still here? All right, I have to turn it on. Hold on. All right, here is my bag. Hold on, I might have to turn off one of my lights so y'all can see it. This is the bag I wear everywhere. Hold on, let me turn this light off too. That's me. You've probably seen that that picture on like YouTube. Not YouTube, but on Instagram. One of them. This is my bag. That's my husband in one of my jackets, and this is some of my merch on my website. This is my logo and my handles, and that just says subscribe. Alright, let me turn the light back on. It's dark in here. Alright, a lot of people ask me where I get my bag from, and my answer to that is it was a gift, and I only use it to advertise my business. And this is one of my logos, one of the big ones. This is on the website too, because believe it or not, they start asking me, do you make the bags? And I'm like, no, just read it. It's telling you everything. So however much it was, it's definitely a good investment. And I love when people stop me and say hello. I wonder if I give off broken energy. You might not. I kind of read people a little bit from, from the internet. It's not the same as face to face, but I guess if I talk to a person long enough, then I can kind of pick up on it. But I don't get broken from you at all. I love you. Please don't be mad at me. I get confusion as I don't know where I'm supposed to be, but I know I'm supposed to be somewhere. So I'm gonna flail until I figure it out. But you will figure it out. I definitely love that about you, though. I probably give that off too, but I don't know. But that's the impression that I get. The Menacing Sloth. What about me? That's you 100%? Really? Wow. Menace, what I get about you, I do get a kind spirit. I do get somebody that cares a lot, that jokes a lot, but you're internally conflicted to the point where you're only going to let a certain person in, and once they're in, you're going to love them forever. That's what I get from you. OMG, so cute. I love it. Never seen anything like it. Oh gosh. I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going. Well, I mean, like, I would love to help people somehow in the future, because there are so many good, positive people in this world, and there are so many, like, right now the world is, oh my gosh, we are going through it, and to be a person that brings light and joy is one of my ultimate goals, right? That's about right. What? Hey! You're definitely a lovable person. I do appreciate you 1,000,000% because of that. And a lot of people that I've met so far, I am extremely happy to have met. Even if somebody comes on my page, maybe my Instagram, which is where I get the most traffic. Don't be taking my phone. What you gonna do? No. I am telling me you shut up. You're gonna take my phone. Oh, I'm out of juice. Hold on. Where's my other drink? Oh. Water. But yeah, I definitely have a Discord. You join the Discord, and I wouldn't mind like talking to some of you guys and answering a lot of the questions that y'all have, and just getting a feel. And trust me when I tell you, I love when people send me their dreams to interpret, because I also interpret dreams. I can't interpret my own worth a damn, but other people, I got you. And I spoke to my aunt, who's like very, very, she's very good at palm reading. Look, don't try to read my palms now. Y'all might see something. And I got bit on my arm by a mosquito, and mosquito hates. But yeah, she read my palm, and she predicted how many kids I was gonna have when I didn't have any kids, and she was correct about gender and number. And she basically told me I need to get to the point where I can not only ask questions in my dream about certain things that happen, but I need to be able to do it for other people. Now, right now, I'm having trouble dealing with it myself because I showed y'all my dream journal, right? And I'm going through it for myself. Not me about to sneeze. Whew. But yeah, that one dream. Oh my gosh. Here I'm gonna sneeze, y'all. I'm sorry. I was talking this whole time and y'all didn't say anything. Y'all didn't tell me I was muted the whole time. So embarrassing. So freaking embarrassing. All right, let me start over. My husband came by and he took the phone and I said, I need that. And he was like, oh, do you really need it? I was like, no. Oh, you can hear me? Why do I feel like, oh well, anyway. Okay. Because it looked like it was muted on my end. I don't know. I could hear you too. I found out about that best friends on Animal Crossing you were talking about. Man, don't even talk to me about Fall Guys right now. I want to flip the whole table. Y'all, I started Fall Guy. I played with Callie Star 3 last night on her stream. I didn't stream because I was feeling a hot mess yesterday. And I played. They want you to create an account, right? And you can either opt to just play right away. They'll just ask you for your birthday. And then you just jump in with a random name. And so I was like, well, okay, I'll fix it later. So I hop in, play with her. And I think my name is like John Wolf or some mess. Joint Wolf or something. Something weird. And I played a few games with her. I think I'm level 2 now. And I had fun. So this morning, I go back and I create an actual account with Epic Games. And then try to connect my Nintendo account. And, delete the old account. When I tell you they had me like, they would not do it. John Wolf is one of my favorite YouTubers. I had never heard of that person. Shout out to John Wolf. But yeah, my name is Joint. What is it? Hold on. I think my name is... Uh-oh. Let me look, because they're hating on me right now. Wait, what are you doing? Start. Yeah, I got it in my hand right here. So it's taking its time. Oh, I need to clean my screen. I wiped it earlier, but look at that. Joint Wolf 296 is my current thingy, right? Joint Wolf, which is a random name to me, right? So I'm trying to attach my Nintendo account to this and they won't let me. It's just, is that the OLED? Yes, it is. It's got a really, really, hold on. All of this. It's very, very good. Hold on, I'm trying to get it so you can see it. It's very flexible, where you can like lay it. Oh yeah, very flexible. And I know the other one has that one little struggle stick. Oh, let me clean the screen while I can. Do I have a little cloth here? Yeah, I know I always love clean screens. Got my lens spray. Alright, there we go. Let me clean this off so I can show y'all how good the screen looks. I love the color, because white goes with everything and black goes with everything. The solid sloth. Okay, I'm gonna have to send you a friend request. But yeah, this is the screen. It's very wide. And I put my little sticker on the back. And it's a little bit bigger than the regular one. Hold on. Alright, here's the regular one. We have kids, so of course we're going to have more than one. Now here's the little struggle stick that everybody has that doesn't really open very far. And yeah, and then this is the OLED. I'm going back to the paranormal, y'all. But it's just a tad bit bigger. Not by much, but maybe about this much. You want this back? It's mine. I found it. Here you go. Alright. Alright, back to what I was talking about before. Let me see. Struggle Stick Squad. Fall Guys acted right with me, but that's bullying everybody. That's because you went straight from your PlayStation. Like, if you already had an account, you're good. But hey. But when I found out I was clairaudient, it made so much more sense. And I'm happy to have a name to it, and that I'm not crazy, right? And in my Discord, I actually put, I took one of those little Playbuzz quizzes, which are kind of biased because you're gonna end up coming out with one of the three. But according to, let's see, paranormal questions. According to what I took, it says you're clairaudient. And it says it means that you can hear spiritual messages, and it may come as inner knowing, or you may hear words clearly. You may also be able to speak to spirits. Now, as far as speaking to them, you could talk all day. Can they speak back? Not really, because it takes a lot of energy for them to get that one message across. So it's not like they can have a whole conversation with you. You didn't have one. If you played on PlayStation and then you put it on your Switch, it might have pulled it over from your PlayStation. I don't know. It's being nice to some people and not so nice to other people. But it told me I had to get the actual company to do it for me. It's a long story. I'm gonna tell you in the Discord. But oh, excuse me. Some people wanted to know how do you cleanse your home, and I don't really cleanse my home because my home is pretty normal. I linked my PSN and changed my password, and I was gravy. See, now you over here bullying me because you over here, it was gravy. I mean, I like gravy too, but it gave me chunks. I don't like chunks. Gravy though. Right. So yeah, a lot of times I hear stuff, but back to cleansing your house. I burn a lot of incense. And incense, I love incense and I love candles. And I burn a lot of each. And when I get a house to match, I'm going to have candles in every room. So, alright. Let me see. Any more questions that I had? They're mostly about cleansing. I want to try the egg cleanse where you take an egg and I was thinking about buying spiritual candles. To be honest with you, any candle that you buy can be a spiritual candle. I think it more depends on the color and the intent of use. You can go to the Dollar Tree and get candles from there and do candle magic. I have one of my cousins, she's really good at candle magic, and candles hold a certain power. Like if you, I don't know, I think maybe green candles mean money, red candles mean power or prosperity or something like that. I planted my flowers and fruits and put my bills in the bank. I got $502,000 in there. Shoot, I need to come visit you again. And maybe that way I can add you to the friends list, because I'm glad you're prospering and you're growing your fruits and vegetables. Alright, I'm not going to take up too much of you guys' time tonight. I'm going to stop here. Thank y'all to everybody that sent in questions, comments, concerns. Next time I'll talk about people that might have sleep paralysis or excuse me. Like I said, I was yelling hard on Father's Day. Sleep paralysis, nightmares, night terrors, stuff like that. If you have questions about those, put them send them to me on Instagram. Oh my god. Send them to me on Instagram or join the Discord and say hello. The link is that is too funny. The link is definitely in the chat. Oh my gosh, that is too funny. I love it. Alright. Alright, thank y'all so much for watching. And let me give y'all all the love and everything. This will be Rawr! I love that too. Rawr! Oh, somebody had something on their channel that only costs 1 point. So I might do something like that to the Discord, right? But until next time, gamer babes, thank y'all for watching, and please have a good night. Oh yeah, this will be on YouTube sometime in the future, so watch out for that. See ya.